Hello everybody, it is Earthknite, and welcome back to my server. A lot has gone on since I last posted that video. We have developed two different city sites, and I think Neo's working on a special project right now. The spawn town is pretty much finished. There's still a few things like the farm that we have to go through, but I will go over that when I actually get there. I'm just doing another update video on the server just to show off how well our build skills have improved, and give some hints to a few storyline things that may come along when we actually start recording on the server, which will be soon. As soon as I finish the, I have one town I need to finish and one boss I need to finish. I'm just finessing some smaller details with the plugins as well, such as shops. Our chest shops had a small glitch in it because we are using version 1.8.9 for this, because that is my most faithful version. Start things off inside the actual town hall. We now have the suggestion box, so if you have a suggestion, fill a book out. Someone with a knight's tag, which I have finally custom. Any knight will have a knight tag, and any moderator will have a moderator tag. I'm also creating one for if you're in game mode C for builds, which is part of the rules. So here's some tips, tricks, and mentions. A lot of builds are influenced by Jaredcraft. There are some alterations, but a lot of them will be pretty identical, if not completely identical, to his creations. His creations are by far some of the best ones fit for my server. And I love his build styles too. So that, or it may be Grian or however you say his name. And there's a few other off builders that I will mention whenever I do a tour on the boat, or I'll have a sign dedicated. Like this building is the Hall of Jaredcraft. So we are enabling custom crafting. I'm not sure if I went over these when I last went, but custom crafting will be based in the tavern mostly, or with special projects related to one of the plugins, which I will go over in a little bit. They're called relics. Suggestions are always welcome. I am in charge and owner of the server, while Neo is actually second, like the VP. But any knight will come and take your suggestion if you have one, and then at least relay it to me. There are many hidden builds around. I know there's this typo, but at least it's in the center. With special equipment, which also ties into, there are also bosses and custom mobs to find and loot. Generally, you'll find a boss inside some of the hidden builds. Some of the hidden builds will just be traps, and we'll have some custom loot in there. It really depends on where in the storyline it is, and you don't have to be a knight or a moderator or any of them to actually go along with the storyline. The storyline in itself is kind of a battle of the gods kind of theory with a brand new land. It follows the knight storyline, which we haven't actually officially made, but we have lots of notes and stories based on how we came together, and the group loves the ideas, so we'll just fiddle on that. Shops are enabled. Currently not, because chest shop again crashed and economy isn't working as well, so I gotta fix that up for a little bit. But again, I'm in 1.8.9, so help for it right now isn't as easy to find as 1.11 and 1.12. Builder list is through me, so if you have some big structure, such as your god's first temple, god or goddess's first temple, that is something that you would have to go through me or Neo, or tell one of the knights to tell me, and I will give it. I need your name, time of creation, size, and what it's for, so I can, whether I need to approve it or not. And the time limit is strict, because I can't just have everybody in game mode C. Be respectful, have fun. I'm pretty okay with pretty much anything, honestly, as long as you're not ruining other people's fun and not breaking any of my rules. Gods are enabled. That is the plugin I was talking about that we will go over when we go to the church, which is finished. I'll also take another tour. This is for admins, so the knights and moderators. Spawn kills, don't do it. It's just stupid. That's just, no one has fun with that, except maybe me with Neo, but that's a knight thing. PvP is allowed and thievery is allowed, but temples are sacred. You cannot actually steal any bricks from an official temple. If it is not an official temple, it is technically free game, which also ties into all of your altars. if all of your altars are killed, which you have to kill all of them up to the main temple, once you kill the main temples, you have to basically, so if I'm under the moon, Liliana, and I destroy all of Neo's, Mr. Sapling's altars, he would become on my team. And it's kind of a factions battle type without actually using the faction rules. Um, that's mostly just for mods. Don't ask for mod. Um, but GMC is given a lot, especially for larger builds. Do not hand out the IP, which is why I haven't given it. You have to message me either through Steam or Skype or some other way that I can't think of because I don't remember. But you can find the Knights page and find me through there. On Facebook, you can find Earthknite on earthknitemc through Steam, and then Earthknite on Skype. It'll be the one of, it's actually Rythian, but it's an Enderborn picture. And I will be happy to ask you about what you do and have you join the server. Donations are not required. It's no pay to win here. I hate those games. Don't even ask. Don't even ask. So I will also be showing you a few things that are actually only for the admins and moderators, just so we can teleport faster. Right now, once the server actually releases, I will be implementing it more. So as you see, the town has developed a lot because it used to just be a few plots. Like I said, there's one thing we still need to finish, the farms. But this, I do believe I mentioned that the city will develop as more people join it and the people level up, because there will be a leveling system based on how many mobs you kill and all that, which was in a previous server and it upgraded your classes, but I don't think we'll go that far. This is Neo's guild hall. There will be a guild hall at every major town or city. That will have majority of your teleports. It'll go from guild hall to guild hall, or from a guild hall to a special quest, which is how you'll gain money without actually having to buy and sell things and mine things and all that. Anybody can request a contract, so if you have a grudge against Neo and you want him killed, you just go tell whoever's in here, normally a knight or a moderator, they'll post it on the board, and when someone wants to take it, they'll take it. I'm currently working on the Bounty Hunter plugin. It's a bit iffy with some of the other ones I have installed, so we are working on that. The money actually works, unless I turned it off. Yes, so money actually works. It's just the chest shop application, which is over here at the shop, which Mary, Kate, my sister, and Melly, Music Craze 156, helped build. Fantastic job, ladies. And it's supposed to apply here. This is just a little thing. If you understand this reference, the colors, if you understand it, it is a reference to a YouTuber who does a lot of RPs. Yeah, I ship it. I ship it so much. Which we need a pink one and a black one next, but that's another story. That was my fanfiction. We have the lumber mill over here. It's kind of just sent out of the way where you can collect some trees and saplings of different types of trees that you may need if you want to start your own tree farm. Or we'll sell wood there and various things in case you just want to be lazy and not chop everything down. I need to turn off fire tick. Okay, because this would light on fire if I didn't do that. Oh, nope, Neo took out all the fire already. Sweet. So this is the blacksmith. Here we will have an actual enchanting area. There's a lot of anvils already. We'll have a library set up probably here. Mary built this as a bank, but the actual, since we don't really need a bank, it'll be more of a either the resource traders where you trade up or down on valuables, so coal to iron, iron to gold, gold to diamonds, diamonds to emeralds, emeralds to nether stars, which usually I use that for custom crafting, but I probably won't as much now because we're not actually implementing heavy custom crafting because that just takes a lot of server. So that'll probably be like a library that has a bunch of enchanted books for you. Over here we've got the inn, of course, and then 2 houses for moderators and knights in case they're here for some reason and they need to log off, because every time we log off, log on, we switch game mode. So that's kind of irritating. So this is Rezo's Tavern. The one thing though, he hasn't done anything. By the way, if you watch Neo's, I believe he should be posting on YouTube. It's his Civil War enactment thing. Should be on here. You'll see that there was like a flag over here, and there was in this building. So this is one of the things I was saying is mostly admin. Especially these portals. These are for admins only right now. It's our teleportation between different areas. There will be public ones as well. This is actually the guild hall. It's an exact replica of Rezo's Tavern build, because that was an awesome build. It looked kind of Viking-ish. So we brought it here to the Winter World, which, if you notice, all these houses are completely identical. I got World Edit to work. Yay. But this is a Viking-esque place because it's in the snow, and there is also a snow boss. I'm currently working on its cave. It's going to be a big cave with a bunch of mobs. It's going to be kind of a storm the mobs type of deal instead of an actual puzzle solver like the desert one will be. Again, this one will probably be moved at some point, but this is an admin portal. Takes you to the admin portal zone. This will take us back to spawn. What do I need to show? Oh, I need to go to the church, actually. Show this off. So this is the church. There's the dock that Neil was working on and still hasn't finished. This is the church. The church is the sacred place, of course. Now, if we go here, we know not what this place is, and only voices are heard here and scriptures have been found. Help us a name. So, whoa, I forgot. Barrier blocks. You're supposed to go around the edges if you don't get that, so you don't get the repeat. So each of these blocks is actually an altar block, because /g space help space blocks doesn't work now. It doesn't actually tell you. There will be a sign on each of them that tells you which one once the storyline actually kicks off. We're actually missing one, the emerald block, which I think that's like the goddess of love or something like that. But I know we have frost, mobs, nature, knowledge, war, party, or maybe that's love and emerald's party, one of the two. Ocean, moon, sun, thunder. Over here we just have the server history type of deal. It's basically a compilation of how the interruption goes in our main storyline for the night storyline, which we haven't been able to get together enough to do, and the actual remaking of this server over and over and over again. We have, if you want to read these, you can pause it and try to read it. But if you really want to read it, ask me the server IP and I'll be happy to help you. Boop. That actually should teleport you outside, but I haven't fixed it yet. So that's it for Spawn Town for the most part. We don't have a boss for this town. Again, that is an exact replica, besides the windows and the insides, of Jaracraft's church. Again, this is his town hall, but with the clock tower. That's probably going to be his barn if I don't mess with it. These are actually my design, using a lot of Jaracraft ideas. If you can't tell, I think that's a hole. Yeah, I need to fix that later. The well, again, was part of it. I believe Mary Kate looked at the video, no, Neo looked at the video, saw one of the tents from him, and then built that, and then Mary Kate basically copied that a couple times. So I will show you what we have for the desert, and then that will, and I will show you the desert temple, and that will, the outside at least, and that will pretty much be it. Again, these are admin portals, so if you try to use them, it will be impossible to get to. Number 1 and number 2. Yeah. So this is where the desert town is. Clearly, I've been trying to not MC edit. I've been using copy paste on World Edit to start creating it. These are Jaracraft builds. No, one of them was, and then I copy and pasted it. It's your basic living needs for a villager. Some of the houses and the plots will actually be up for sale in different towns. Kind of like a Sword Art Online where you can buy houses on different levels of the dungeon. That will be the case here. You can buy houses in different areas for different amounts, and it will take that amount out however long I set the timer, which will usually I get lazy and don't do that. So yeah, it'll go to the realtor will just whichever knight is in charge of the town will bug you about it. So that's it. Is literally all I've done for this town. Like I said, this town needs more complete than the other one. There we go. So this should take it. Oh, it dropped us in the boss room. Am I lagging? Maybe. Okay, so I'll just go out. I am lagging. Okay. So hopefully this doesn't lag too much, but this is the temple for the desert. It is one of 2 bosses right now, and only one custom. Actually, what difficulty is it on? Should have to be this. Maybe there's just too much light. There we go. So we got these mummies. So the helmet actually doesn't work because it's a different texture pack. I do not have my band hammer on me. I was unprepared for this. It's really late. I gotta get up early, but I've been too lazy. So these are its drops. This comes from these mummies here, the Sword of the Dead. It's got some decent aspects, but then when you actually go beat the boss, it's an ancient scepter. The pharaoh said to have the power of the sun, so it has high level of fire aspect, and because it's a mummy, yeah. So these have 0.35, 0.15 chance of dropping the sword. So you can, if you have a decent looting, or if you get one of those swords, they'll drop pretty quickly. Especially the boss. The boss is 100% drop on his. Come on, spawn you might. King Tarnakana. Tarnakana. Yeah, that. Kill him. Well, the drop's supposed to be 100%. Did I actually set it to like 75? There it is. Yeah, Scepter of the Pharaohs. It should actually be unbreakable. I was too lazy to fix the coding last minute. So yeah, it spawns one at a time so it doesn't overwhelm you. There will be a puzzle, like a maze, and then some piston systems, kind of like your jungle temples, to actually get up to this point. I should go this way. Boop, and then boop, and then boop, and then boop. Oop. But anyways, guys, that is pretty much it for this video. This should be a little bit longer, at least on than the other one, which was only like 8 minutes long. And this was by myself, so I couldn't really have any input from the other guys, so I can't show you Neo's or Mary's little place. She built a tree underwater, and it's it's a really cool effect. If you didn't see the little waterfall that Melly made, that's a little secret. There's several smaller things that some of the other members have done, like Mary and Melly. We've had Neo and Rezo do some things on their own as well. But that's pretty much it on the server right now. So, if you want to join, just hit me up for that IP. Because right now I can only support so many, so I can't just put the IP. And I don't do it trolls while we're actually setting up. But trolls any other time is fine. Especially if you're trolling Neo. But don't tell him I said that. So anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed. Look forward to the next update video. We'll probably have a actual boss test or a survival video, one of the two. I still have to do, I think backpacks was fixed, so we do have backpacks. You'll start out with your basic 9-slot backpack. That'll start with some certain items. And other than that, hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next video. I should be posting a video about Stellaris soon. Me and Neo are going to be doing a multiplayer if he quits pansying out. And an Empire at War tournament. So see you guys then. Bye!